a signal when you're ready. Am I on? Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Oregon Panther High School Boys Soccer on OCAmedia. My name is Guy Pearson. I will be your host for tonight's game. I am joined in the booth by our camera operator and producer, Samuel Bergman. And we are glad you could join us for tonight's game. Tonight is the opening round of regional action in the WIA tournament. And it positions Oregon as the number one seed against Wilmot. The Oregon Panthers represent the number one seed in the Division 2 sectional 3, and Wilmot Panthers come in as the 16 seed. Give you a little breakdown of the tournament. Basically, the WIA separates or divides the state for all participants for soccer in the state. They divide it into four divisions. And Oregon is and they're divided by enrollment. Oregon participates in Division 2. So tonight is the first game of regional play. And the sectional 3, which Oregon is in, one of the state divides the 64 teams in Division 2 then into 4 sectionals. And Oregon and Wilmot participate in Sectional 3. Sectional 3 represents a geography roughly from northwest to Reedsburg down to the southeast to the Illinois border in Kenosha County over to Lake Michigan. So tonight's game is here on Huntoon Field is between Oregon and Wilmot. Oregon is the number one seed, comes in with a record of 15-2-1, and Wilmot Union comes in with a record of 1-8-1 as the 16th seed. Last year, this will be the second year in a row, Wilmot comes in as the number 16 seed. Last year they played and lost in the first round to Elkhorn. Oregon in the past has played Portage Poinnette on this opening night. This time they get the new foe tonight, and it'll be I think that's probably the first time these two teams have met in soccer. Wilmot, if you're not familiar with Wilmot geography, they are near the Illinois border and over in the southeast part of the state. So near the edge of this sectional. So sectional 3 tonight begins play tonight. As I mentioned, Oregon versus Wilmot is the number 1 versus the 16 seed. Also tonight, number 2 Elkhorn is playing host to Portage Poinnette. Number 3 Waunakee plays host to 14 Burlington. Number 4 Winona Grove hosts Reedsburg. DeForest is the 5 seed, and they play Westosha Central. Number 6 seed Sauk Prairie plays Fort Atkinson, the 11 seed. Stoughton, number 7 seed, will play the 10 seed East Troy tonight, and then Milton, as the number 8 seed, hosts Baraboo.
Good evening, soccer fans, and welcome to
Panthers will play the winner of that Milton Baraboo game. And now we have the stadium announcer. We'll turn it over to the stadium announcer for the starting lineups and for the national anthem.
Last year, no, 2 years ago, when we went to Wilmot. Yeah.
And now for the introduction of tonight's starting lineups. For the Wilmot Panthers, at defender, a senior, number 2, Alec Richter. At midfielder, a senior, number 3, Colby Mowdy. At midfielder, a junior, number 9, Dawson Schumacher. At midfielder, a senior, number 10, Josh Moldenauer. At midfielder, a senior, number 11, Preston Eide. At defender, a senior, number 14, Miklos Mata. At midfielder, a senior, number 15, Cameron Kunzman. At defender, a junior, number 16, Andrew List. At defender, a senior, number 17, Jared Edmonds. At midfielder, a senior, number 19, Anthony Whiteeyes. And in goal, Mason Moravets. The Wilmot Panthers are coached by Tim Stewart. And now for your Oregon Panthers. At midfielder, a junior, number 2, Colin Bjarke. At midfielder, a senior, number 3, Colin McComb. At defender, a senior, number 4, John Coughlin. At midfielder, a senior, number 5, Garish Russell. At forward, a senior, number 6, Carter Hendrickson. At forward, a senior, number 8, Madison Kandua. At defender, a senior, number 11, Zach Roscos. At midfielder, a senior, number 18, Zach Bennett. At defender, a senior, number 19, Ian Moran. At defender, a senior, number 24, Nick Borden. And in goal, a senior, Duncan Morgan. The Panthers are coached by Chris Mitchell. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, please help to honor America by rising, removing your hats for our national anthem. Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose rush stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets spread glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave. Wilmot High School, Oregon High School, and the WIAA required good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators at all interscholastic events. We ask for your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, sexist, or ethnic comments, or other intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the site of competition. On behalf of the Oregon Sports Administrator Mike Carr, good luck to all coaches and competitors.
All right, we'll take this time to thank our generous sponsors for their support of OCAmedia sports programming. Oregon Community Bank, Feel Good Banking. Four Horse Insurance, your hometown insurance agency that's doing big things. Stoughton Hospital, Oregon Urgent Care and Sports Medicine Clinic. Trusted care, close to home. Sonny's Kitchen, serving great coffee, delicious home-cooked meals, and award-winning desserts, located in downtown Oregon. Oregon Tax and Accounting, serving the Oregon community since 2001. See Jim for small business and personal tax services. The Oregon School District, actively building competence, character, culture, and community. Firefly Coffee House and Artisan Cheese, located in the heart of downtown Oregon, offering fresh bakery, daily lunch specials, soups, and salads, along with a full case of hand-selected small-batch Wisconsin cheeses. The Oregon Chamber of Commerce, promoting, informing, connecting, and advocating for local businesses and the Oregon community. The Oregon Athletic Booster Club, please consider being a part of your athlete's success and become a booster today. Check out OregonAthleticBoosters.com for details. And with that, we're about ready to kick off here tonight to start sectional regional play. The first week of the tournament is considered regionals. They take they divide it into the sectional of 16 teams, and then they divide that into regionals based on the seeding. So the regional is Oregon, Wilmot, Milton, and Baraboo as the 8 and 9 seed. They're playing each other tonight, and we've got Oregon in black with white trim, and the Wilmot Panthers are in their white jerseys. And Panthers take the ball away early here, and here's a pass to Bjerke. Bjerke in the penalty box, gets a shot off, but it's saved by, that's Mason Morovitz, senior goalkeeper for the Wilmot Panthers. One thing the Oregon and Wilmot have in common is both teams' mascots are the Panthers. So I'll try not to confuse myself or the listeners here tonight. Here's Carter Hendrickson bringing the ball into the box, takes the shot wide or to the left, and it goes to the corner of the goal, and it's a goal. 56 seconds left, or 56 seconds into the game. Carter Hendrickson opens the scoring with a goal. Panthers lead 1-0. So the one similarity between these two teams is the Panthers, but beyond that, they're very dissimilar in terms of soccer play, coming from different parts of the state. And the Panthers here is the number 1, Wilmot 16. 16 seed. So, but the Wilmot Panthers bring the ball in to offensive territory, and now make a challenge, but that goes out. It'll be a goal kick for the Panthers. Duncan Morgan to take it. The Oregon Panthers come into this game with averaging 4 goals a game. And here comes Colin Bjerke into the box. Oh, that pass to Hendrickson just misses him. Bennett takes the shot, but it goes well over the goal, and it'll be a goal kick for Wilmot to 2 minutes into the game.
Hopefully the parents will stoop to that level.
We will
Okay, sorry about that. Got the scoreboard up to date at the bottom of your screen. Try to keep that up to date. That ball is picked up by the Wilmot keeper Moravets, and he kicks it away, punts it away. Here comes Wilmot on offensive attack. Wilmot has scored 3 goals all season in their 10 games. They come in a record of 1-8-1, and only scoring 3 goals. 2 of them were against Burlington. They beat Burlington 1-0 and also tied them at the end of the season 1-1. So for the most part, you could put the bottom 3 seats kind of into a hat and pick them between Burlington, Portage Poinnette, and Wilmot here, kind of recreational style programs. Here comes Hendrickson into the box, takes a shot, but just didn't have the angle, so Moravets picks it out of the air and punts it away quickly to midfield, and Wilmot will try again. That one, though, is taken by Zach Roscos, puts it up field, and the Panthers are on the move once again. McCombs loses it, though, and the Wilmot Union seems to be content to kick it and try for long passes to their forwards instead of working it up the field. The Panthers are patiently working up the field, get a break there here like that, but Bjerke is tripped up. So Wilmot has scored 3 goals all year and given up 62. Oregon, on the other hand, comes in, as mentioned earlier, with a record of 15-2-1. They are on a 15-game undefeated streak with 1 tie in there. So since August 30th. And since that time, the Oregon Panthers have actually, since August 30th, the Panthers have been outscored their opponents 62-3. So opposite, the Panthers have only given up 12 goals in their 18 games for the season, and only one goal since September 8th. Panthers, Oregon, getting a shot by Colin McCombs. It goes wide, but it was deflected, so it'll be a corner kick for Oregon.
Corner kick, Oregon.
Bjerke brings it in. Hits it off his left foot, but it goes wide and goes out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in for Wilmot on the far side. So Wilmot Union will make a throw-in. We're six minutes into this game, and the Panthers up 1-0. The Oregon Panthers, that is. I'm going to try to keep that straight. Gondua tries to cross it in the box, but the Wilmot defense is up to the test. Panthers, they'll continue. Oregon continues on the offensive pressure. This is Zach Roscos into Grease Russell. Condua can't quite get his foot on that one. It goes past him and past the defense. It'll be a goal kick for Wilmot Union.
Goal kick, Wilmot.
Oregon has moved up in the standings this week, or in the overall rankings for Division II, up to number 2 ranking in the state, according to the Wisconsin Soccer Coaches Association.
And for Wilmot, number
Coming
6,
up from number 3. So Whitefish Bay is the number 1 seed or number 1 ranked team in the state. They compete in sectional 2. There's a pass in the middle to Bierke. Bierke now Combs. Now the shot by Bennett. Panthers again. Oregon working with it, but nicely picked up by Moravitz. Is a little too crowded in there and not able to get quite the foot on it they'd like there, and Wilmot is able to come up with it. Now Oregon brings it back to the defensive line. Roscoe's up ahead to McCombs. McCombs now to Russell. Russell tries to get it through, bounces off the defense, and the defender knocked it out for fear that he didn't want the keeper. I guess maybe they were afraid that would be a pass, considered a pass back and a penalty kick, but that didn't happen. So the Panthers, though, out of it will have a corner kick. So Bierke and Kondua come in tandem, take it. Bierke crosses it. It's lost momentarily by Moravitz, but he comes back up with it. Kicks it over to the side, and it goes out of bounds, so the Panthers will have a throw-in just short of midfield. Zach Ross goes to take the throw-in, waiting for the ball boy, and we'll start it up again. He passes in to Coughlin. Coughlin over to Moran, and up to Russell, back to Moran on the defensive line. Oregon Panthers organized. Pass comes up to the middle to Zach Bennett. Bennett pushes it back to Moran. Panthers being patient with a 1-0 lead. Looking for an opportunity to break, and there it is. It comes up to Kondua. Kondua in the corner of the penalty box. Tries to bring it along the end line. It goes out, and it's going to be a corner kick for the Panthers, for Oregon. It's a win off of Wilmot Union. So we're 10 minutes into the game, and the Oregon Panthers have a 1-0 lead off of a score goal by Carter Hendrickson. Kondua takes it along the end line, passes it up. That shot, though, is taken by the keeper. That was Hendrickson there on that shot. Got to get used to many of the boys have bleached their hair for tournament play. It's been a common thing the last few years, and so they all kind of have somewhat similar look. McCombs now passes it back to Russell. Russell to McCombs, and up across midfield to Bennett. Bennett, nice pass to Hendrickson. Hendrickson couldn't quite get the foot, and they've lost his footing just a little bit before he took that shot. So Moravitz comes up with a nice pass from Bennett to Kondua. Kondua right at the keeper, though. Moravitz picks it up as he was able to get a foot on it and then pick it up with both hands. That punt, though, is short and low, and the Panthers come back up with it. Kondua on the far corner of the box. Nice pass to Bierke. Bierke gets it on his left foot, puts it in the back of the net. 11-16. Panthers have a 2-0 lead.
Never saw Bill slipping on the field.
16. Pass from Kondua to Bierke. And the Panthers are up 2-0.
Right. I wonder why it's good to see you. How's it going? The goal goes in.
Okay, and we'll get ready for action to start again. Referee blows the whistle, and the Wilmot Union passes, or it's the kickoff, and the Panthers, they'll come back up with it. Once again, we have McCombs in the middle to Bierke, to Eric, to Hendrickson. Bennett's shot goes off of a Wilmot player and goes over the end line, so it's going to be a corner kick once again for the Oregon Panthers. And once again, Kondoa and Bierke will go over to the corner to take it in tandem. Kondoa, or Bierke into Kondoa. Back over to Bierke right at the box. He brings it in. Nice left-footed shot. Goes so over the defense, screened. Moravitz, the keeper, was screened on the play, and at 12:06, the Panthers have one more goal. It's 3-0. So the in WIA tournament action, games are 90 minutes, regulation 90 minutes to 45-minute halves. If needed, if it's a tie at the end of the 90 minutes, then they're in playoff terms, then we play two 10-minute overtime periods, two full 10-minute overtime periods, and if that game is still tied at that point after the after that, then penalty kicks happen. So, and in the case there is a mercy rule. 60 after 60 minutes, if one team is leading by 10 goals, the referee will blow the game dead or finish the game, call it over, using the mercy rule. And up ahead, Hendrickson to Kondoa. Nice work, but just a little bit behind Kondoa. Now he's trying to get a shot, but three defenders in his way. One of them blocks that shot. Moravitz runs over to pick it up, and he kicks it across midfield. Wilmot again trying to make an odd man rush, but Panthers come up with it. Hendrickson now near midfield trying to take it away, but Bierke on that pass, errant pass, is able to come up with it. The Panthers come forward once again with the ball, work it around. Combs to Kondoa. McCombs takes it in, left foot shot. Goes right to the keeper, though. Moravitz punts it away, a low punt, line drive. And it's taken by Coughlin up to Russell, and the Panthers are back once again in business. Russell to Bennett in the middle of the field. Defender hustling back over there. Shot is deflected and goes out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Oregon Panthers. We have subs coming in for Oregon. 3 subs, it looks like.
Substitutions: Zach Schultz, Zach Fulmer, and Aaron Cluck.
Schultz, Fulmer, and Cluck come in. Hendrickson, Kondoa, and Russell come out. Bennett, and now Cluck passes it far side. Is it Borden there? Nope. Now Wilmot comes up with it. Speed of the Oregon defense is able to get back, though. Roscoe's getting it back to Kondoa. Coughlin, I meant. And Fulmer up ahead. Shot. Stopped by Moravitz. And he gets it before it goes out of bounds. Punts it ahead, but once again, Oregon ready to take it. Wilmot chooses to send it far down to the defensive end for Oregon and makes Oregon bring it back up. They're going to call that whistle, that offsides, as Colin Bierke was offsides just as Zach Fulmer headed that ball. So that will be a free kick for Wilmot. And surprisingly, the keeper came up all the way up near midfield to take that kick and had one of his defenders come back to defend the goal. Kind of unusual to go back, come up that far, but I figure he may be the best kicker they got. And now Fulmer brings the ball towards the end line, tries to cross it, and it spun out of bounds on him. So didn't go off Wilmot, so it's going to be a goal kick for Wilmot as Wilmot Union brings in a couple of substitutions here off of their defensive line. The defense has been working very hard the first 17 minutes of this game. Panthers are up 3-0. Zach Bennett brings it forward. Oh, but not quite. It's defended and knocked out of bounds before Aaron Cluck could get a shot off. So it's going to be a corner kick for Oregon. 3-0 is your score. 17:30 on the clock in the game. 45-minute halves here in varsity play. That shot just didn't quite kind of spun out there, and Moravets comes up with it. Wilmot Union tries on the attack. That back pass, though, is stolen by Bierke. Back to Bennett. Bennett wins that battle, brings it ahead. The defender of Wilmot, though, is able to at least knock it out, but over the end line. So once again, the Oregon Panthers will have a corner kick.
Corner kick, Oregon.
Oregon working far side of the box, far corner of the box. Can't quite. Oh, there's the back pass. Bennett takes the shot, but it goes up and over the goal crossbar. So once again, a goal kick for Wilmot Union. So the winner of tonight's game will play Saturday. It's currently scheduled. That'll be a 7 o'clock game Saturday night. Here, that's possible. It could change depending on what the coaches agree upon, perhaps, and weather sometimes. So. But as for now, that'll be a 7 o'clock game on Saturday night. The winner, featuring the winner of this game, it'll be here if Oregon wins, it'll be right here at Huntoon Field, and we'll bring it for you. Zach Roscos puts it in the box for McCombs, but it's knocked out of bounds, and it'll be another. Well, I think there. Nope. Yes, it is. A corner kick. Well, no. Yeah, I was wondering why everybody was backing up. So they do award a free kick. Must have ruled that it was off of McComb, so a free kick or a goal kick for Wilmot Union. But they kick it over the sideline. So It's going to be a throw-in. Panthers, Roscoe gets it in, but Wilmot's defense comes up with it. A little dangerous there as Zach Schultz was able to take that away from the defender. Up to McCombs. McCombs looks around the field, tries to find somebody to pass it to. Bjerke turns it, left footer. Goes just wide right. Very nice shot once again. Colin Bjerke with already 2 goals in the game. On assists from Kondua. Both cases. Carter Hendrickson has the other goal. That has made the score 3-0. Zach Fulmer looks for a pass, gets it to Bennett. Bennett couldn't quite get that shot off. Fulmer with it once again to Bjerke. Bjerke goes right, turns back left, gets a pass to Cluck. Cluck misses on that shot. It was going wide left. Moravitz picks it up before it goes to the end line, punts it away. Wilmot tries to get quick breaks off of their defensive possessions. And right now they have the ball in offensive territory, but Oregon Panther defense is up to the test. Bennett pushes it forward. Fulmer, right side, looking, steadies the ball, but tries to get that cross to Bjerke, who's just too far in front of him, and Moravitz comes up with it. Wilmot Union on the attack now, pushing the ball, kind of a dump and chase, but the Panther defense pretty fast, comes back to it. Ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be over the end line, so it'll be a goal kick. Duncan Morgan to take it. Wilmot Union competes in the Southern Lakes Conference. They finished right there with Burlington at the bottom of the conference. Overall 1-8-1 record. They beat Burlington once and tied them the second time. Now the Kondua brings it into the box, misses wide left, and it'll be it was deflected by Wilmot. So Kondua will go to the far corner and take a corner kick. We're at 22:40 into this game. Panthers 23:40. Panthers comfortably up 3-0.
That's the way we like it.
Bodies in the box. Defense trying to clear it for Wilmot, but Colin McCombs comes back for it, and it was gift there right in the front of the goal for that's Aaron Cluck. So at 24:09, Panthers are now up 4-0. So 24:09, Panthers are up 4-0. We'll get the
at the 24:09 mark, Oregon goal by Aaron Cluck.
No assist on that play as the ball is just bouncing around in front of the goal for Cluck to put it in. So 4-0 Oregon. Just approaching 25th minute. Borden passes it to McCombs. Combs at the edge of the box, goes down, comes back up. It's it to Kondwa. Left-footed kick. Oh, nice save by Moravitz. May have hit the crossbar if he didn't. It was right there at the top of the goal box, so he has a pretty decent range to get the top of the goal box there, but had some time to time his leap on that one. This is Kondwa at the corner, brings it into the box, knocked, saved by Moravitz, but he can't get both hands on the ball, so Panthers come back up with it. This is Russell to McCombs at the top of the box, couldn't get a shot off as it bounced away too far from his foot. This ball coming over here to the near sideline is out of bounds, so it's going to be a throw-in for Oregon on the defensive side of the field. And the Panthers once again with the ball up the field. Oregon Panthers, that is.
No, they were. I don't think
Hendrickson's pass finds McCombs, but McCombs' left-footed shot goes wide left of the goal, so it'll be a goal kick once again for Wilmot Union.
Sure made it exciting at the end, though, didn't it?
Sectional 3, there are teams that played their conference play, 4 different conferences. Southern Lakes, where Wilmot Union is from. Badger South, where Oregon participates, conference play. Badger North, and then the Rock Valley Conference as East Troy participates in there. And East Troy is the 10th seed playing at Stoughton tonight. Panthers have the ball for a throw-in on the far side. A couple of Wilmot Union players waiting to come in. Panthers, though, have the ball past the circle as McCombs up to Russell. Russell gets his pass through to Kondwa, and Kondwa's shot goes to the right side of the goal and in. And at 27:44, the Panthers have their 4th goal of the night. It's Kondwa's first.
Miami won. Yeah.
And the referee blows whistle, get play started once again.
27:44 mark. Oregon goal by Madison Kondwa. Assist to Harish Russell.
Cluck with the ball, past McCombs, and once again up the head to Kondwa. Kondwa fakes a shot, but then his shot is deflected. Cluck gets it back, but that pass doesn't quite come across to its target. And back here are the Panthers trying to defend. Wilmot, though, with the ball. Harish Russell, far side, being chased. Wilmot Union with the ball in the box, but that cross doesn't get to its intended target. And the Panthers bring it across midfield. Bounced off Wilmot Union player. Ball goes out of bounds. Throw in Oregon.
Oregon substitutions.
And
Zach Bennett.
we'll have a couple of substitutions.
Colin Bierke.
Just turn the lights on inside the booth. My eyes need a moment to adjust here, but we'll get it going. Panthers with the ball along the midfield. Get it up up to Hendrickson. Hendrickson to Bennett. Bennett's crossed to Condowa, but Condowa just launched a shot over the goal. So it will be another goal kick for Wilmot Union. 5-0 Oregon at 29:30 in the first half.
He's working against the
We'll
whole
play
lot.
45-minute halves.
Genetically, he's not a goal scorer.
And then typically, sometimes these games do get shortened with the mercy rule at 10. Up ahead to, that was Hendrickson over to Bennett, but Bennett's shot bounces off his foot and goes across the end line. So it'll be one more goal kick for Wilmot Union.
Wilmot substitution, Caleb Cox.
Morovitz's kick is received by Roscos, and the Oregon Panthers have it once again. Bierke, that pass goes past Bennett. Cluck wins that ball. Bennett gets it to this corner here with Hendrickson. Carter Hendrickson tries to bring the ball into the box, crosses it for Russell, but just a little bit behind him, and the Wilmot defender was there to knock it away, but it goes out of bounds, so the Panthers will have a throw in again. Zach Roscos into Bennett. Bennett to Russell. Russell turns and looks. Gets it to the far side to Condowa. Condowa backs up and kicks it in the goal past the keeper. So once again, Condowa from Russell. And it's 6-0 Oregon Panthers at 31-10.
Nice feathery touch over there, buddy. Handle the hot one in close quarters.
It's like
Getting lots of practice, changing the score on the insert at the bottom of your screen tonight. So Oregon Panthers up 6-0. Foul called there, so Wilmot will have the Wilmot Union Panthers have a free kick at the circle. Panthers is able to come up with it. It's battled around for Zach Bennett. On the far side, knocks it off the player, so it goes, or near side off the player. And it's a throw-in Oregon Panthers. Aaron Cluck takes that ball past the defender. Looks for Condowa. Condowa gets it to Bierke. Bierke, the defender, falls down. Bierke makes a move on him. One more move on a player. And gets that pass across Condowa and into the goal for one more goal at 32:06. Condowa's third goal of the night, third in succession on an assist from Colin Bierke. It is 7-0 Panthers at 32:06. So Condowa with 3 goals, Bierke with 2, Cluck 1, and Hendrickson 1. At this point, it's 7-0. 32:06 in the first half. Mercy rule doesn't take effect until 60 minutes have expired in the game, so we'll certainly have play in the second half. And I would assume that this would be a good opportunity, too, as well, for the Panthers just to extend their bench and get lots of playing time for a variety of people. And last thing you want to do is get somebody hurt in this game. Coughlin up ahead with it. Tries to find someone, but it defended well. Moravitz comes and picks it up and punts it away. Johnny Coughlin in the circle. Gets it far side to Russell. Russell back to Coughlin. Coughlin back up to Russell. Russell gets it to the far corner. kick by Coughlin goes right to the goal. Received by Moravets. He kicks it once again, kicks it out of bounds past midfield. Almost just try to escape it and take some time rather than try to create some sort of offense for Wilmot. So as Wilmot has just not been able to muster too much of an attack. They've had the ball once anyway into the penalty area, but that was it. And there were plenty of Oregon bodies in front at that point too, so the threat was not serious. Coughlin past the circle, gets for Bjerke, and the Panthers working it around up ahead to Roscos in the corner. Roscos' cross, though, goes out of bounds, and it'll be a goal kick for Wilmot Union. See Coughlin, Roscos both moving up a little bit, is getting a little bit of a chance to find themselves on the offensive side of the field. Good way to get everybody involved in the offense. Switch around some of the defenders a little bit, because McCombs had backed up on the defensive line there and still is back in the defensive area. Coughlin has moved up. Looks like they've kind of switched positions momentarily. Bjerke in the middle of the field with it. Passes it back to Zach Bennett. Bennett left foots it over to Russell. Russell winds up, takes a shot. It goes over the goal. Over the crossbar at 35 minutes, and it's a goal kick for Wilmot Union. And the score is 7-0. Past 35 minutes into the game. Panthers have scored early and often, continuing to keep the threat, keep the ball on the offensive end. That throw-in, though, goes past. Looked like the Wilmot Union player gave up on it, but it stayed in bounds. Bennett now with it. Bennett lifts it to the far corner, far side. Into the box. Pass. Schultz takes the shot. Moravets able to get a foot on it.
Saved by Moravets.
Bjerke now with it. Brings it in. And it's knocked down by Moravets, so it's going to be a punt for Moravets. Gets it to midfield on a low line drive, but Oregon Panthers are able to keep it in. Once again, Oregon Panthers on the attack. It's crossed to Bjerke. Bjerke left foot. Didn't quite get foot on it that he'd like, and it goes out of bounds, goes over the end line. So it's going to be one more goal kick for Wilmot Union.
Goal kick, Wilmot.
Wilmot's about, once again, for those not familiar with the geography and where Wilmot is, they're over by the Illinois state line near Kenosha County. I think it's just outside of Kenosha County. And about an hour and 40-minute drive away. So Wilmot Union got on the bus probably around 3:30 today to get over here and get prepared for a 6 o'clock game. And they'll have a long bus ride back as well after. So Oregon taking the ball in. Here's Zach Schultz. Gets it to the far side. Russell can't handle that pass, though. Panthers still up with it. Shot blocked. Wilmot content to have nine defenders back and try to keep this score down as much as they can. They only have one offensive player at midfield. Okay, Wilmot Union trying to get it across midfield, but Russell takes that pass, and the Panthers have it offensively just across midfield. Roscoe's up to Bennett. Bennett up to Bjerke. No, that's Cluck. I'm missing the number here. Oh, that is Bjerke. So, Coughlin. Now we're up to Roscoe's. Roscoe's back taps it to Bennett. Bennett across the box, but it's taken by defense, Wilmot Union defense. However, Panthers up tight. Coughlin with it. Coughlin to Bennett. Coughlin looking around. Bjerke takes it through. It's tripped up. No call. And the Panthers maintain possession. Russell passes it to Coughlin. Coughlin gets it into the box, goes just outside the corner. Russell running across that pass. Just missed him. Wilmot kick it out of trouble, but it's going to be a throw-in for the Oregon Panthers. We'll have a couple of substitutions for both sides coming in. We're approaching the 40-minute mark here in this game. It's Panthers 7 and Oregon Panthers 7, Wilmot Union Panthers 0. We're in the first round of the regional playoff action tonight. Winner of this game plays the winner of Milton Baraboo. That Milton Baraboo game also taking place today down at Milton. Bennett takes the pass from Roscoe's over to McCombs. Russell, that's to the far side, far corner. Brings it into the box. Bennett can't turn on it. Good. Brings it back for Russell. Russell gets his foot on it. A nice shot, actually, and more of it gets a hand and knocks it over the crossbar. Lost his balance as he did so. Fell into the back of the net, but he's all right. And he'll get back up. Panthers will have a corner kick out of that at 41 minutes. And so 4 minutes left, just under 4 minutes left in the first half. Corner kick is crossed, and Moravitz, though, comes up for it. Bennett fighting for it, wins it, but Russell comes back for it and passes it to the back line for the Oregon Panther defense. Moran. That's got to be Borden on the far side. Push to the back. Wilmot Union player goes down, no call. Up to Schultz. Passed back into the box. So nicely played by the Wilmot defense. And Russell finds himself in front of the ball, in front of the goal. Easy shot. And it's a goal. That goal is scored at 42-18. To check a little bit. I wasn't sure if sometimes when they bounce a ball like that, can wind up in offsides. So it's 8-0 Panthers. And I apologize, I was behind a goal on the scoreboard. So now 8-0 in the bottom of the board.
Oregon goal, Garish Russell.
8-0 Oregon Panthers. 42 and a half minutes into the game. 2.5 minutes left in the first half. Panthers with a comfortable 8-0 lead, as it has just been all Panthers. Cluck chases it far side, brings it into the box along the base, along the end line. Knocked out by Wilmot Union player. Now Wilmot Union trying to generate some attack here. Can't get it. Goes across or over the sideline there on the far side. It'll be a throw-in though for Wilmot Union. Sub coming in for the Wilmot Panthers. And they throw it in. Going once again, trying to work their attack. Panthers play it up to Zach Schultz. Zach goes left, brings it to the middle of the field. Looking to pass. Moravitz, though, jumps up ahead to receive that pass and punts it across midfield. Passed up ahead to Zach Schultz. Zach chasing it, and the defender knocks it out of bounds to slow down the attack. And with under half a minute to go in the first half, the Panthers will have a throw-in near side. Take their time working the ball. This is Zach Schultz into the box. And Fulmer was able to work it past the defender, but just missed on the shot. It goes out. Keeper Moravitz knocks it off over the sideline, and that'll wind down the clock for the first half. The Panthers have dominated this game, and the Oregon Panthers have dominated this game and lead 8-0 at halftime over the Wilmot Union Panthers. 45 minutes of action in. We'll have the second half, at least 15 minutes of it, maybe more. So for the second half of this game, we'll be back. We'll take a little break, leave it on streaming, and then we'll be back to talk to you in a little bit.
We have to have 60 minutes. I know, I have stuff to do. But like, get some work done. That would be nice. Is that where you went for the flower? Not fast? That's fine. I am not. I will be in Chippewa Falls for a wedding on Saturday. Oh, really? So, yeah. So I will definitely be there. It's fine.
Cameraman. Yeah, I got the window in front of me. The cameraman's got a glove.
The head and the gloves.
I did not talk to him.
No, you gotta scream a little bit. You know, I could have been up there with Zach. Yeah. I wanted you to help me. Well, I was lucky by the end of the season. I didn't fall off of it. Oh yeah. By the end of the season, it was boards were not good. I gotta pass it on to somebody. We could do it together, except you know what? I've done it a couple. I did it a couple of times this spring with Zach on the side by side. We did two-man. The second person in there, there's nowhere to sit. You know, watch through the I would watch it on the monitor and then watch behind the gym, and I'm like, I just figured that. One Lau and Ray used to be together for the longest time. That would be the studio. Okay. You were just Mark Miller? Probably last year was 2014. Oh, so when I came around, they were desperate for a replacement. Kind of fun. I watched it. Oh yeah. This guy's You'll notice I had one time behind the camera and they haven't asked me to do it again. So, yeah, I did once. So at the beginning of the school year, because there were so many people that kids that graduated last year, before the school year started, they didn't have a chance to get one. So I did one night. I would love it if they never asked me again. And they probably, you do have to stay ahead of the ball. And it's a little, I don't like a wide. I mean, I like to try to get it in, zoom in just a little bit. Otherwise, it doesn't. All right. Okay, we are back, preparing for second half action of first round of regional action between the Oregon Panthers and the Wilmot Union Panthers here at Huntoon Field. We're happy you could join us for tonight's game. And we'd like to thank our sponsors who make this possible. Oregon Community Bank, Feel Good Banking. Four Horse Insurance, your hometown insurance agency that's doing big things. Stoughton Hospital, Oregon Urgent Care and Sports Medicine Clinic. Trusted care close to home. Sonny's Kitchen, serving great coffee, delicious home-cooked meals, and award-winning desserts located in downtown Oregon. The Panthers kick off and get it started. Oregon Tax and Accounting, serving the Oregon community since 2001. See Jim for small business and personal tax services. The Oregon School District, actively building competence, character, culture, and community. Shot goes wide by Colin McCombs, and it'll be a goal kick for Wilmot Union. Firefly Coffee House and Artisan Cheese, located in the heart of downtown Oregon, offering fresh bakery daily lunch specials, soups and salads, along with a full case of hand-selected small batch Wisconsin cheeses. Panthers bring the ball into the box, back out just ever so slightly. Passed in. Fulmer takes a shot, goes wide right off of his left foot, and it'll be a goal kick for Wilmot Union. Also like to thank the Oregon Chamber of Commerce, promoting, informing, connecting, and advocating for local businesses and the Oregon community. And the Oregon Athletic Booster Club. Please consider being a part of your athlete's success and become a booster today. Check out OregonAthleticBoosters.com for details. Second half action, we're 1 minute and a half in. Panthers scoring 8 times in the first half. Have an 8-0 lead over the Wilmot Union Panthers. And that shot goes up and over by Zach Bennett, goes over the crossbar, so it's going to be a goal kick once again for Wilmot Union.
Oregon scoring has been Madison Condowa, 3 goals. Colin Bierke, 2. Grease Russell, Carter Hendrickson, and Aaron Cluck, each with a goal for the 8. Also, credit assists on 2 goals from Grease Russell, 2 assists from Madison Condowa, and another assist from Colin Bierke. That's led to an 8-0 score thus far in the first half, and we're 2.5 minutes into the second half, and still 8-0 Panthers, Oregon Panthers. Once again, Zach Schultz bringing it across the midfield. Once again, the winner of tonight's game will play Saturday evening, scheduled for 7 o'clock. That'll be here, assuming the Panthers win it. The Oregon Panthers win this game. And Moravitz chases over for the ball to pick it up so he can punt it away. Low line drive. It bounds across midfield, and it's picked up. Panthers on the move. Austin Adams in goal for the Panthers in the second half here. And that kick goes up and over. A couple of substitutions as well. Ben Schaefer on the line, on the defensive line. Ethan Vandermouse also back there, as is CJ Fisher. So the Panthers make a complete substitution of their defensive line. Looks like Aaron Cluck is also back there. Fulmer now to Schultz, and that pass from Lewandowski off the back of the foot. There's a nice shot from Graydon Grukow, and it goes. It's saved by Moravitz. Panthers extending their bench significantly here to start the second half. Aaron Cluck passes it far side as the Panthers have a strong lead here. Vandermouse on the defensive line here. Gains control of the ball, passes it over. And that's Schaefer up to Cluck. Now up to Schultz. Grukow takes it, and up ahead to Lewandowski. Can't get it quite into the penalty area, and Fishwild's pass is knocked out by Wilmot. And up ahead, Lewandowski, but it's offsides ruled, and there'll be a free kick for Wilmot Union. So we're 51 minutes into the game with the Panthers comfortably up 8-0 and have pretty much cleared their bench. Getting to extend and give their bench players really probably most of the second half here.
It doesn't take long. That's what Steve
Wilmot Union trying to bring the ball into the penalty box. They're kept out though. That shot is taken by Keene, and that is saved by Adams. Now Schultz with it in midfield. Pushes it ahead. And Fishwild trying to chase it down, but Moravitz kick comes up with it first. Here come the Panthers past midfield again. Up ahead to Lewandowski. Bounces off the keeper, but Krukau couldn't win that battle for it, or that chase for it. It goes out of bounds. They were able to save a goal, so the Panthers, the Oregon Panthers, will have a corner kick once again. It was their best chance of the second half here for a goal, but Wilmot Union was able to knock it out of bounds across the end line. Here comes the attack. Luck passes it back for Fishwild. Fishwild takes a shot and it's saved by Moravec and over the end line. So the Panthers will come over here on the near side and take a corner kick. Passed in, Aaron Cluck in the box. Tries to find Fishwild, but the Wilmot Union defense knocks it away. Panthers with the ball in the field. Working around, trying to find an opening. Aaron Clark takes a shot, left foot. It goes off of the defensive player. That rebound shot goes wide left.
Goal kick, Wilmot.
So Wilmot Union with a goal kick. Zach Fulmer with the ball. And Vandermous's pass goes over the sideline, so it's going to be a throw-in for Wilmot Union. Sub in for the Wilmot Panthers.
That's IQ.
So once the player comes off the field, the referee blows the whistle, and Wilmot will throw it in. Krukau battling for it. It's knocked away. Wilmot Union on a chase. And it's Caleb Keene. He gets the ball from out of bounds, throws it in. But Panthers able to come up with it. And up ahead. That passes for Schultz, but Schultz is ruled to be offsides. And right there in front of me, saw it that way as well. Lewandowski's pass found Schultz while he was just across beyond the last defender of Wilmot. So Wilmot will have a free kick. They'll choose to bring it across midfield with their pass. Now the Panthers, though, come up with it. Dowski. And now up to Cluck. Cluck to Fishwild on the far side in front of the Oregon bench. That's up to Lewandowski. Now to Cluck. And Cluck's cross is taken by the goalkeeper, Moravec. And the Panthers will have to work back from midfield once again. Oregon Panthers. Throw in now for Wilmot. Intercepted, though, by the Panthers, and Oregon Panthers will take it across midfield. Lewandowski had to come back for the ball, though. Fulmer battling for it. Yeah, there's 4 the Wilmot defenders in the area, and Wilmot able to bring it back across midfield. Lewandowski now chasing into the box, but the Wilmot defense is able to not get out of trouble. Panthers able to gain possession, though. It's still been a Oregon dominant possession with all substitutions, all second stringers in for Oregon. Cluck gets it to Fishwild into the box. Now that pass to Fulmer, and it goes, and it's received by Moravec. So no goal or saved, and he'll punt it away past midfield. And Adams just comes over the out of the box to kick that ball away. And now, well, that ball was kicked over the end line by Keene.
You just couldn't hold it. You held it as long as you could. I was doing everything I could.
So another substitution in for Wilmot, and and Adams now punts it away. After that, Lewandowski received it. Cluck across midfield. Looks for a pass. Gets it to the far side to Fishwild in front of the Oregon bench.
You have to reserve these seats ahead of time. I know
Fulmer.
I can trust the Bierkies will get it ready. Yeah.
Oh, that shot by Cluck goes up and over the crossbar. So it'll be a goal kick for Wilmot Union.
Probably one of
Cluck heads that ball off of the goal kick, and the Panthers are back in business. Fulmer gets it to the far side, far corner, into the box. That pass is knocked out of the penalty box by Wilmot. Panthers still with it. Schultz chases it down. And now Vandermouse comes over for it to Fulmer. Now up to Schultz, back to Fulmer. Fulmer turns the other direction. And that shot from Grukow is saved by Moravec. And Wilmot now on a rally. Knocked out of bounds by Schaefer, and so it's going to be a throw-in for Wilmot. Wilmot in the offensive zone. Fulmer gets it. Schultz. Heidi for Wilmot. Battles for it. And the Panthers, Vandermouse comes up with it. Gets it to Grukow. Back to Cluck. Panthers come across midfield to Fishwild. Fishwild up ahead. Schultz couldn't outrun the defender, and the defender shielded him, and Moravec was able to pick the ball off the grass. Foul called on Wilmot. Looks like a free kick here. Was it out? I'm not sure which. So the Oregon Panthers now bring it across midfield. Fulmer to Schultz. Knocked out by Wilmot. The AR not making a signal, and so center referee finally signaled it to be Oregon's ball. Cluck gets it ahead to Lewandowski. Lewandowski left foot goes wide left. So we're past the 62-minute mark here in the second half. We're still at 8-0. The Panthers have been playing the second string the entirety of the second half here, after going up 8-0 by halftime. Schultz turns directions, gets the pass up, and then that's Lewandowski's shot goes wide left. Moravitz stops it before it goes out over the end line, and then he'll punt it away. Idy can't handle that punt, though, and the Oregon Panthers are back in business. Fulmer to Cluck. Cluck gets it too far in front of him, and the defense knocks it away. Vandermouse chasing, but goes down, but no call. It goes out, and it's going to be a throw-in for Wilmot. Oregon have still maintained strong possession in the second half. Certainly a little more even, but very much possession and dominance for Oregon, even in the second half, with second stringers in. Got one substitution coming in as Aaron Cluck jogs off the field. And that didn't stop play. But so the throw-in will have to be taken back as Zach Bennett comes in for Aaron Cluck. There's Aaron right in the middle of the field. Has been doing a lot of the running. So we'll have some substitutions in here as Zach Bennett comes in. Bennett gets it up to Fishwild on the far side. Fishwild finds Grukow. Grukow in the corner. Tries to get it into the box, but it's left for Bennett. Bennett's shot goes on the ground. Gets knocked to the... Nope, I guess it didn't get... The keeper dove and didn't touch it, so Moravitz will have a goal kick now. We're at 64-50. And Panthers have a comfortable 8-0 lead over the Wilmot Union Panthers. Once again, the winner of tonight's game will play the winner of the Milton Baraboo game. That game being played in Milton tonight. Up ahead, Zach Schultz tries to back tap it and lead Fulmer. The Wilmot defense knocks it out of bounds, so it's going to be a throw-in. Ethan Vandermouse to throw it in. We'll have a substitution coming in. Jogging off the field is Zach Schultz. As Duncan Morgan comes in as a field player here in the second half. He looks excited to be playing on the field here. Duncan gets his foot on the ball, but it's now that's going to be a handball on the Panthers. That was C.J. Fisher, so it'll be a free kick for Wilmot.
Free kick, Wilmot.
Preston Idy will take it. Or will he? I guess they switched up. Looks like number 19, although a lot of glare, not seeing it, might be Shane Vakala. And Austin Adams comes up with it, and so here come the Panthers. Oregon Panthers is headed by Morgan. Morgan up the fish wild. It goes wide, being chased down in the corner, and the Panthers, Oregon Panthers, able to come up with it. Morgan with it. Gets it to Fulmer. Fulmer to Morgan, right in front of the box, but he can't get a shot off. Fulmer crosses it. Morgan chasing it down, but Moravitz picks it up first. Vandermouse now with it on the back line for Oregon. Up ahead to Bennett, and Panthers will start out again across midfield. Morgan in front of the Panther bench. Loses it out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for Wilmot. Fulmer goes behind the ball, gets it over to Vandermount. Oh, here's Fulmer again, trying to get into the line. And Duncan Morgan knocked down just outside of the box. It's going to be a free kick for the Panthers here. And a good scoring opportunity in front of the just outside of the penalty area. Wilmot Union line looks a little bit close. I think the referee's going to measure it. Yep. So he backs up the line. Looks like Duncan Morgan will take the free kick. Morgan launches it up and over the crossbar. I think he thought it was football and that would be a field goal, but Wilmot will have a free kick now, or a goal kick. Moravitz take it. One more substitution in for Wilmot. Bennett now with it. Launches it for Fish Wild, far side. He chases to the corner. It's a pass into Morgan. Morgan goes down. Vandermouse gets it back on the back line. Vandermouse giving chase here near side, keeps it in bounds. The Wilmot player goes down. Fulmer passes it to Morgan. Morgan back taps it over to Grukow. Grukow down to Fishwild. Fishwild tries to get it into the box, and it's knocked away. Fishwild once again with it. Dribbles it. Leaves it for Fulmer. Fulmer knocked down. Bennett now with it. As the Panthers back up near the circle. Fulmer looking for what to do with it. Gets it to Morgan. Morgan tries to leave a pass, but no one was there. Fisher comes off the back line to keep it in for the Panthers, Oregon Panthers. Far side, it's knocked out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in for Wilmot in their offensive area. Now brought in. Oregon. The Oregon defense gives chase. And Oregon once ahead. This is Lewandowski near side. Looks. Morgan can't quite get his foot on that ball. Bennett with the shot. It goes high and wide right. Oh, ruled to be deflected off of Wilmot player, so it's going to be a corner kick for the Oregon Panthers. Oregon lining up for a corner to take the corner kick.
Oregon substitution, Zach Schultz.
Schultz comes back in for Bennett.
And Aaron Cluck.
Lift to the into the box, and it's knocked. It's picked up by Moravets and out of trouble. Ooh, and Ben Schaefer goes down, sliding, slipping. The turf hasn't looked too bad. I haven't seen too many guys go down tonight. It was bad, real bad last week in the Middleton game, but looks like the field's in a little better shape. Little combination of rain and some nice sun today. Vandermouse keeps it in, passes it to the far side, change the field. Wind up shot, goes in. Nice shot. And that was Aaron Cluck on that one. At 74-23. So at 74-23, the Oregon Panthers are now up 9-0.
74-23, Oregon goal by Aaron Cluck. An assist to Cubby Vandermouse.
Ethan Vandermouse on the assist there. Lewandowski now with the ball into the box. Oh, he works it in and gets it past the goalie with his right foot, and that'll be the ball game. Nicely done, and that'll be a goal by Lewandowski at 74-45. Chases down the loose ball, brings it in the box, is able to push it past the keeper, and the last two goals scored in the last 22 seconds of the game. So that'll be it with the mercy rule in WIA soccer. That'll be the end of the game. The Panthers win in 74-45. They win 10-0. They'll go on to play Saturday here at Oregon at Humtoon Field to play the winner of Milton versus Baraboo. That game was played tonight. We'll play that. Last I heard was 7 o'clock for the game on Saturday, but guess we'll wait and see for sure. But we hope to carry that here on OCAmedia Sports. We thank you for watching tonight's game, and we enjoyed bringing it to you. My name is Guy Pearson. I'm along with Samuel Bergman. We thank you for watching, and have a good night.
Nice job. Nice job.